we're going to take our next question real quick here, and it comes from CK. And I like this because CK's writing on behalf of a cousin. The question: my cousin was at a stoplight when a delivery truck hit him head on. He has been in a coma since the accident. The other driver wasn't hurt, and his insurance has been calling my aunt, but she's too upset to deal with it right now. What should we do? Rocky, your advice for CK?
CK, I'm sorry to hear about your cousin and your family member, getting injured, especially severely. And what your cousin needs is somebody to do some of the worrying for him, because your aunt is obviously distraught, and it is hard to make these decisions that have to be made while you're watching someone, in a coma or in severe medical distress. Here's what needs to happen. Your family needs to talk to a lawyer, and they need to get a lawyer to start the investigation immediately, because what you've said is a delivery truck driver caused this horrific wreck. And a lot of delivery trucks and the big semis now and the big trucking companies have dash cameras mounted right there on the front of the vehicle that capture everything that happened. And they can be huge in winning or losing a case. But if you don't send out a letter immediately saying you need to preserve this evidence, I want a copy of this evidence, if you don't do what's called send a preservation letter, they can destroy that after a few months, saying, well, we didn't know there was going to be a lawsuit, and it can be gone forever. And it might have been the only piece of evidence you could have ever used because your cousin is in a coma. Hopefully your cousin gets out of the coma. But what if your cousin doesn't? What if your cousin, heaven forbid, succumbs to his injuries? How are you going to get a version out of what happened from your side without that dash cam? I can't tell you how crucial that is to get a lawyer on board immediately in a big case like that. There's also the black box. It's called an ECM. We've all heard about a plane's black box. Well, now just about every vehicle on the road, especially newer ones, has a black box or data recorder. And it records braking, speed, highest speed, what gear you're in, all kinds of information that is crucial to your case. And if you don't have an expert, like an accident reconstructionist that knows what to do and how to download it, because not all accident reconstructionists are certified to do it, they can actually destroy that evidence. It's very crucial that your family in this situation talk to a lawyer immediately, because there are some things that if they don't happen soon can really hurt the case later. And I am sorry to hear about your cousin.
All right. Lord Lai, did you want to add anything to that?
One thing I would mention is that with the larger trucks and the black box that Rocky mentioned, there's actually some of those boxes, they actually can record over themselves. And so even if you do send what we call a preservation letter, which we send right away as soon as an 18-wheeler case or file comes through our door, you want to preserve it, but you also want to make sure that you do have the right person that gets it, because some of these trucking companies, and whether they do it on purpose or not, I won't say, but they know the way to rewrite themselves and to write over and to record over that stuff. So time is really of the essence in this situation.